Oh, hey guys, how you doing tonight? Bill, nice to see you. Is it as cold up there as it is down here? Because it is cold. And I'm still drinking a cold Diet Coke. Because that's how I roll. Whoa. Hello, Bill. How you doing, darling? Yeah. Right now we are hey mana mana. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I burned some of my hair using a soldering iron today. I thought that is an awful smell this board has, and I realized I was burning my own hair. Whew. But it is a little bit chilly. Oh, you like number three? Thank you, Night Train. Choo choo. Yes. How are you? I watched the morning video. Hello, that was awesome. Yeah, the morning video was very confusing. You're 8 away from 900. Are you kidding me with that? Oh my God, Bill. I am so excited for you because you know you're only 100 away from being even more than that. Yeah, yeah. So we spent the day flying and Craft King, how you doing? Kim right now is downstairs. He had a couple quads which we're having trouble with. So they're still working on it and they get it to work and then it stopped. And so that's what. How was your FPV flight? It was scary. I don't know what else to say. I'd like to say that it was the most awesome thing in the world, and it was quite awesome. And I guess I would say that that it stayed in the air over 90 seconds, but that's the best I can do is a minute and a half to two. And then the other two flights were over 3 minutes apiece. But I got to tell you, it was night train. I just have to tell you, it was a little bit discombobulating, maybe I would say. It kept thinking, it kept acting like it was right over my head. And so I wasn't going to bring it down because they were saying, no, no, you're fine. But it was kind of hard to gauge. So I'm going to have to practice a lot more. But I see a couple years before I'm even close to anything like what you do in your beautiful flights night train. I really do think I'm that far away. I will show you, but it was yeah. And and I gotta say, try the whoops first, Val. Yeah, I didn't do a whoop. I'm getting a small this UPS and I are having a bit of an argument on when they should deliver my package since I'm out of country. But I'm getting a small, like a 2 inch, 3 inch from Carpenter Rick, and so I'm kind of looking forward to that. It's difficult to get depth possession. Yeah, yeah, that's what it was. I'll show you my quad because this baby. Okay, so I know you guys are going to appreciate this. Those of you who have built. So it took a while, okay, for me to get to this point. What do you think of that? They broke it off right. So this is my first build. Now, Kat, I got to tell you, Kat Chuleta was instrumental because she was sitting right at my side while I was soldering this. Yeah, that's the sound you want, right? And that sound, so we couldn't get the sound. And I had to go back in today while the guys were flying, and I went back over everything. I swapped them over, printed a bunch of stuff for Jeffrey Sell and then for myself, and redressed my alien with blue TPU instead of black. Yeah, I did a lot of stuff with this today. I just redid some stuff on it because I was getting a little bit I wasn't happy with the fact that it wasn't doing what I needed it to do or making that sound. So I unsoldered a bunch of stuff, resoldered just in case. And then the camera didn't want to go on. So I took the camera off and re-put it back on. And then I got it. So, but here's the thing that happened. A funny thing happened. Do you guys want to hear the story? I need a real frame, tired of printing arms, right? Right. I put my goggles on, ran up there to fly my quad because I was flying and using catch you later stuff today. I just wanted to use my own stuff. You know how that goes. And my goggles, while they'll go on with a close, or if I have a teeny little whoop, but with this guy, I lost connection within seconds of having it in the air. And we went through the antennas, and then just made sure everything was where it needed to be. And it turns out that it might just be the goggles. They were used, they were well used. And God bless Oliver for getting me those goggles, because I didn't worry about having to buy something else. But now, as you can see, this thing, okay, it screamed. Let me tell you, this thing screams. And hey, Metro Drones, how you doing? How long was your first flight? It was a little over 90 seconds. I vow peace. I came in peace. LOL. Sky's falling back at you. So it's a little over 90 seconds. I got it up in my first up in the air. Now I will tell you, nothing crashed, but I did get a little nervous when it got a little bit close to where I was bringing it, and I let it go to the ground. And then I took back up off it. And at one point it was hitting the ground. It was going. Yeah, so Kim, because I was having trouble, something was going on with the camera. I can't remember, but he had to, he videoed my flight while I was flying, because I was having trouble with it. And then when I went to put this one up, I lost connection so fast, I didn't get much anything from it because it went up and within 2 seconds, I lost connection. So it's the goggles. So I'm glad at least Kat loaned me hers to give it a flight. This week we can get on liftoff for practice. Yes, yes, and more yes. It's time for liftoff. It's time to get it going, because now I need stick time really strongly. But my second, third flight was about 3 minutes, a little over 3 minutes each. But not with my quad that I built. So, hey, Michael Banny. Yeah, tell Radgirl, thank you for getting a hold of me. Because it was really kind of her to get a hold of me and ask me how my flight went. I said, FPV, how you doing? Hey, Radgirl, hey. How was the poop? Well, let me tell you, that was the sad part of it. I don't think I brought my goggles up. I didn't. Kim's are up here. I was really disappointed that the goggles weren't able to work. So I don't have goggles at this point. But I'll probably just use a pair of Kim's until I go home. And then I'll have to look into buying a pair, which if any of you know what happened on my flight coming out here, you know that I had to spend a couple $100 just to get a hotel, because my flight, they had problems at the airport and my flight did not get to take off. So the flight from Minneapolis, I ended up missing, and then I ended up in Norfolk or Fargo, North Dakota. There was a bunch of stuff I know I heard. Yeah, right? What a mess this week for sure. So I'm just going to tell you, it was an interesting week, but let me tell you about tonight. I know that's all I'm saying, like, what? And then this thing didn't want to make it sound, but when it went do 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 do, you know, made a sound. I went flying out the front doing my happy dance. Everyone turned around and they're like, yes, because I was like, it doesn't make the sound. Because that sound, when you can't get that sound out of a quad, when it makes that sound, it's beautiful. I will tell you that the first camera, there was something not quite right with it, and it's one I bought, so I'm gonna have to send it back. This camera, I believe, is one that Jeff Jeff Freestyle sent me, so thank you for that. This little Cadex didn't want to work, but I took it apart and soldered it back on to make sure my transmitter works, all of it. The sound of life, let me tell you. Let me tell you. And I found out my patience threshold is not good. So I need self-soothing, learn how to self-soothe myself. I felt it. Yeah, this was my build. I got to tell you, I taped it all. And Catch a Lady was sitting right to the left of me. And I had the camera set up. My Osmo 3 Rojo was a blessing to send me that. Oh, what went wrong with the goggles? I tell you, I got half a foot out of that much. Thank you, Sky's Falling. It does test my patience. I was ready to just wrestle this damn thing. At one point, I think I tagged Century. It came in. What's the matter? I'll show you what's the matter. Yeah, I have poor frustration tolerance. But as soon as I got it done and it got the sound out of it, the elation was crazy. Isn't she beautiful? Isn't she beautiful? Now I'm going to tell you something. I got a lot of freewheeling wires up in this house. Look at this. This is not as clean as some people do it, right? And I had my little poop on here, my little shit that I did, and this is named in my Tran. It's the little shit. And but we were thinking, well, is that what's causing the problem? But it wasn't. I have more gray hairs because of this hobby. Yeah, me too. Me too. Hey, I crashed mine. You didn't, and I didn't build mine, and you did it without a crash. Yeah, I was lucky for a year an FPV pilot. Let me just say, I have. Hey, John Coopy, how are you, my darling? I have so much more respect. I've always respected you guys. I always knew it was hard, but I have so much love and respect for you guys, because this is was not easy and the directions were not clear. Yeah, we had this little printed off thing to read, and it was, I have an Ender 3D printer on the way. Anyone have one? Oh my God, Adam Ackerman. I'm hoping it gets easier. Right now, Kim has 2 quads that aren't running, and he's downstairs because he had the same exact build I did. Rich helped him with his. Cat helped me. Let me tell you, Cat is a marvel, guys. When she comes on, I know she's usually on night trains. A whistle stop on Thursday. You got to go see that and talk with her. She's marvelous at this. She's just marvelous at this. Now she's downstairs. They're working on those quads with Rich and Centroid and John DiNardo and stuff like that. So they're down there. Oh, Roger's coming on. Hey, Roger. I was telling him all the fun we had today. 3 birds out of 7 that need an overhaul. Yeah, it's crazy. Before I forgot to order a receiver and an antenna mount for my new build, so mine is waiting on that. Yeah. Whereas Kim, he's downstairs patiently waiting for things to run. Hi, Roger.
Hi. Hold on. I gotta get my YouTube up there.
Okay. So it was absolutely crazy, but we have had a beautiful day. Oh my God, it is not Paul. Is it Paul? Is that Paul? Hey, Paul Marie. So Andrew and Ksenia and the children came, and And, you know, like I said, John Donardo and Centroid and Catch You Later and Chronix, FPV. Man, that's a flyer for you. I was able to watch all of them fly today, and it was beyond fun. But now I'm going to figure out a
I know. I saw that.
Crap.
is someone cursing in there, Roger?
No.
You hear them? They're all down there making it work. I told him we had a show, so I had to go on. Hide all the hammers when building quads. Yeah. Let me tell you, had I had a hammer today, I can't swear to you what I would have done. Let's see. You must hurry and edit and post the video by tomorrow. That is the rule. And charge batteries and fix stuff. Yeah, your mic is low.
Hey, Paul. How you doing?
No
mic is
matter
low.
broken. How you doing, my dear? The glass piece for the bed ordered as well. I'm glad. There you go. Now you're on.
But that would not make sense on
Hey, Paul.
Yeah. Who's that there? Hey, John DiNardo. See, I told you he was here. Look at that.
It's going back to not producing pilots.
He just finished doing a night flight.
With the bright lights.
Yeah?
Yeah. I should have showed you in the window. But these lights were on the top. They're extremely bright.
Yeah.
They fit right on the top.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice. So Roger, we have a lot of people in here. John Coopy's in here right now.
Okay.
Michael Banny, Bill from Newfoundland Drones, the Craft King, Manamana. We have Newfoundland. Look, see there's John Coopy. Of course, Paul is here. My Paul is up into the house. And let's see who else. Guys, if I'm forgetting, Night Train's up here too.
Paul, I don't know why my mic is so low.
No, you're fine now.
I didn't touch
You're
no
fine
screen.
now.
Yeah.
We have Ice Hat, Rad Girl, Michael Banny. We have Novice Quads.
Novice Squad.
Novice, you were up late, darling.
How's everybody?
Is it 11?
Yep.
Oh my God.
17.
Yes, yes.
But like it makes no sense because we have.
So right now, everyone's at the table trying to
And
get him up and running. Oh, yeah, I know. There's no bed for Roger. No bedtime for Roger. He's got a house full of company.
Hey, Ice Hat. John Coopy. Everybody, please hit that like button.
Do you hear all the people down there, guys? Yeah. They're working hard. Yeah, I got the solder on next to my hair. And so I got some more great stuff going on.
I'll put a couple over here.
Okay.
I will reach out, but thanks. Yeah, nice. Sounds like you are having a great time. Hey, we are doing but happy. We are. I gotta tell you, we had that dinner table tonight. Oh my God, it was full. Can't miss them people talking about it on YouTube.
Oh, I appreciate that. Actually, got 3 more.
Oh, let me tell you, Paul. Oh my God, Paul.
I got sparks here.
You know,
Here, I haven't flown now.
let me see where I'm at.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, there it is.
Bag for everyone. This is the spark.
I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't-
There we go.
Uh,
All right.
There we go.
this house is
Full.
full of drones. Full of drones.
Full.
Let's see what's good about that printer. That Ender printer is very cool. Did you have ribs? Yeah, we had ribs. I was going to say, yes, we did. But we had so many people, I didn't get as many ribs as I was expecting. Did John have fun with his new Enterprise? Okay.
Yes, Paul. He did. He flew it this afternoon and got really good footage. And he flew it tonight. He just got in. Yeah.
And he's flying it today. Yeah, one rip is better than nothing. That's for sure. Did you get my message? Yeah. So Rick and Mortis. Oh, I trust there were no injuries. You know what? And by the grace of God, there were none. It was crazy. I got to tell you, I sent that drone out, but pretty quickly it was coming back at me. So the fact that there are no injuries, and because I had the goggles on, I couldn't tell, but I could have sworn I heard people jumping behind bushes. I'm not sure. I can't swear because I couldn't see it. Because when I said it came back at me, I think it went forward and came back at me. So I couldn't see but what was in front.
Paul, I sent you a link, Paul. Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're gonna have to take it apart again.
Yeah. Rigor Mortis, how you doing?
But Kim has an extra pair of Fat Sharks.
No, you don't have to.
He's gonna leave me for tomorrow, and then I know. I thought everybody was gonna have haircuts.
Free haircuts for all.
Yeah.
But I'd be curious when we plug it and see if people else.
But yeah.
I know my legs and my back are killing me tonight. Did a lot of walking, a lot of everything today, man.
And as far as is the Enterprise, all of a sudden I hear someone talking, hello, and I realized that the Enterprise was picking up Andrew's voice as we were coming close to the window looking in. Now you're in Canada now. You're supposed to be drinking Pepsi. Yeah, I heard that, but I found this 0 sugar. And now, and I did drink Canada Dry. I had a whole big 2-liter bottle of it. It's a dice up, but that was yummy. I like Canada.
Anyway, everybody had a very good time.
Oh my God, Roger. It was great.
Hey, Paul, I sent you a link. I hope you're still alive. Oh, okay.
So Roger is, I think they're updating his Spark. His Spark.
Yeah,
I'm gonna check it anyway.
yeah. Had a little bit of problems with it today.
Did you, Roger? I was in the FPV side of things. No link yet?
It was. What do you say? No link. Hold on, I'll send another one.
It is on the
You know what? I wish I could send one via messenger, but my messenger is not as good as what I hope. But I did send you one, Paul.
I sent it again, Paul.
Flight DVR or something soon. Okay, because tomorrow I'll have DVR flight. Tonight, tomorrow, hopefully, all the film that Kim was doing on my flight will be up. Or he'll get it to me and I can do something and get it on. I may just let him put it on his channel. I mean, it was my first flight, but he was the one taking the video of it since I was having trouble. And I wasn't in my own quad.
Everybody hit that like button. We got 15 watching, 9 likes. Hit that like.
Oh. Yeah, guys, when you're coming in, going out, or somewhere in between, go ahead and hit that like for me. I'd appreciate it. I'm curious. Okay, are we going to get to see some flight? Yes, you are. You definitely are, because I didn't do that not to get film it. Because this is what I told everyone. They said, oh, it doesn't work. It's not a big deal. It's just fine. I said, well, Ed told me, look, my drone said, if it's not videoed, it didn't happen. And I wasn't going to have anyone say my first flight didn't happen, even though we had a...
Oh, her first flight happened.
It happened. They could hear me. And then at one point I'm flying out, but I hear this song going, zzz, you know, and I don't know what it was. Like,
John.
and it was John DiNardo's one, and I'm going, get out of here, get out of here, and I was trying to push the drone out because it sounded like it was over my head, and John thought I was telling him to get out, and I was telling my drone because I was like, I could have sworn I sent you out, up and out. And it was like right over my head. It was John DiNardo's. So he went into a different film. I felt bad because I wasn't saying what he thought I was saying. So, you know, yeah. Yeah. Post it now. I wish I could. I don't even see the little video camera they use, but we'll get it out. I will tell you, oh, there's catch you later. Hey, yeah. Catch you later is at my side. Let me tell you, she has a nice way of doing things. So I didn't feel I was totally coming out. There are 4 of us who witnessed. Yes, they did. Again, I heard something. I wasn't sure, but it sounded like people jumping into bushes. But they said they didn't, and I'm just going to trust them.
We were scattering. Hey, Chris Hope, how you doing?
Yeah, let me just say, I forgot to hit the record button. Oh no, Chris Hope, hello, how you doing? Yeah, so I will say this, FPV didn't seem that easy.
Hey, Paul.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, hockey pads, lol.
Hi,
It ain't cool unless someone bleeds.
Hi.
Excellent friend. I tell you.
Well, he's got the therapy dog.
Oh yeah, he's got the therapy dog. Yep.
And Teeny Weeny.
And Teeny
Of course,
Weeny.
Centroid's here, so you know Centroid loves Teeny
Oh,
Weeny.
Mark is there. Hi, Mark. Hi, Mark.
So he has some friends and a sock puppet.
Big drone the other day, but then he
John Coopy.
Yes.
I'm so happy you're happy. Hi. Okay, guys, that's enough. That's enough. Okay. Okay, you go back over there and sit down. Go sit down now.
How you doing, Paul?
Yep. I'm doing good. I was doing good. What I get for sitting here in the dark? I just dumped that whole tumbler of stuff onto my computer.
Oh,
Oh, what you doing up so late, Paul?
Well, we wanted to see how everything was going there in paradise.
It has been paradise, except for, luckily, everyone left the house when I was resoldering a bunch of stuff. And so they didn't hear all my
swearing
words that I have started to say. I've become quite the little sailor.
Oh, really? Well, Val, I never knew that
I didn't either.
about you.
But luckily, when I was screaming, someone get me the hammer, there was no one around.
There's my.
Oh my God!
Oh no! Oh, but it's closed glass at least, huh?
Yeah, somewhat. Yeah.
Because it's there, it heats up that plastic thing to adjust the freaking levels.
Yeah, see, you can hear John talking. You know, that plastic thing? He knows my language. Oh my gosh. So now I have that little 3-inch I want to get built. Now I have a 5-inch and you get that little.
Well, I want to hear how you did when you flew.
Yelling.
What's she yelling at right now? Yeah.
I want to hear how you did flying, Belle. That's what I want to hear.
She was starting to swear in French there, rigor mortis. Yeah.
Oh.
I did quite well flying.
Okay. Well, then I know that.
But it was harder. I was hoping it was going to be just, the way I see a lot of the gals fly. They're so graceful. They're so you up and turns, and Kat, man, she just flies balls to the wall. I mean, she just gets up there and flips and just does all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
I was hoping I'd be somewhere between that. Turns out not so much. Neither graceful nor against the wall. About respect.
Well, I know that Herman was dying to know how you were going to do.
Oh, I know.
And Lawrence and
I know.
Yeah,
Nice of the guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna change that setting.
Yeah.
But it's doing.
I
It's
thought
doing.
it was,
its
yeah, it
update
was
right now, and it
2,
locked.
and then there was 3. I don't remember. All I know is when you're up there and flying, and you're not sure if the thing's coming back at you. It seems like it goes for a long time.
05.
Never hit anyone by the grace of God.
I'm terrible at remember that stuff. So
Okay.
we'll see.
3rd of March, 55.
Yeah, yeah. But it was good. I was pretty happy with it. And I got the quad going, and so that was good. Yes, I tell you, but you know, Kat, I so appreciate you for being there through all that build and kind of saying, okay, now let's do it this way and let's pull this around and stuff, because it would have been really hard without that for sure. So I don't know how I would have known where to put everything. And basically it is just that, isn't it? When you got to know about the wires and where to solder them to.
well, so now what you have to do, Val, is you have to now finish answering the question, who was right? How many seconds were you in the air before you touched the ground again?
About 90 seconds the first run.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know who won.
I think that that's about what I think Curtis said, 90 seconds.
Did he? Yeah,
At 1
that's
minute,
where
30,
I was, so he would have been right.
30 seconds.
1 minute and 30
Yeah.
seconds, I think. Is what
Yeah, and then a couple minutes the next time. I didn't have any flights where I just flopped onto the ground, except for when I did my own drone and I was up in the air. Maybe it took off, it went a couple seconds, and then I had no connection, no signal in my goggle, nothing. It just went, all the fuzz was gone.
Wow.
And Richard had his on to watch the flight, right, to see what was happening.
Yeah.
And yeah, nothing broken. I was lucky. Nothing was broken. No props harmed in today's activities. She didn't break anything, not even a repair. Yeah. About the VTX. Yeah.
Well, that's a positive, Val.
Yeah. So when I lost signal, it was the goggles. Because Rich didn't lose signal. I said, I can't see anything. Where's everything? It was like it all went just gone. And Rich goes, I still have signal. And in my head, I was thinking, oh, then I can fly. But then all of a sudden I went, but I don't have signal. So yeah.
Well, what you could have done at that point, Val, is you could have handed him your controller and let him then
John
fly and land and whatever.
That's because it's not actually the VTX, it's her goggles.
Yeah, it was goggles. You can see her drone, but her. It's a goggles. Yeah, and let me just say, he did go out into the field and pick up the drone, but I don't know that I could have handed him my QX7, my Tyrannus, quick enough. But I would have. Could I have? I would have. I would have just thrown it at him and said, "Okay, bring her home," because at least he'd see. But
well,
he
that's
did
not necessarily.
I think at one point we gave him the QX, the Tyrannus, when he went out into the field and he flew it back. And I gotta say, my drone flew pretty darn good. It's pretty sweet. No one else was plugged in, so not stomped. Yeah. Here. So it's the goggles. Yeah. 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 QRX phone. Yeah, the QRX,
Well, it sounds like you guys are having a good time.
My
Yes, we had a very good time, Paul. Yep.
You sound, Roger, you sound like you're going to die, my friend.
No grandpa on that, man.
yeah,
Man.
the thing in my goggles that was in was a module that someone like cut out something out of the goggle, and they put a module in, so they did a modification. So it's not one you can just pop in and pop out, I don't think. But it was disappointing, but I didn't know it until I had my quad ready to go and up to fly. And I was able to see it fly. So
I heard you say, Val, how frustrated you were.
yes.
I can completely relate to that. That's one of the reasons why I have personally decided that FPV is not for me, because the older I get, the less patience I have for things, anything like that.
Welcome
Well,
to
and I
my
gotta-
world, Paul.
I got to tell you what I think. I just have to say what I think. When all your friends are out there, you know, all these people you know, and they're all cheering you on, and they're saying, yeah, more throttle. And, you know, we're all out there laughing and getting it going. Okay, in your opinion? Okay. It's just something. It's beautiful to fly. Right? Because you're with all your friends and they're all there wanting you to do well, and you're wanting to do well, and they can spot
But
for
see,
you.
what you're describing is me and cinematic flying.
Yes. If I was, but out on my own, that's going to be a little bit harder.
Oh yeah, because you're not going to
I
have
don't know anyone in Boise, Idaho, at least.
Yeah, you're
that
not going to
does
have
FPV.
anybody you can just turn to and say, "Hey, what do you think?" You know.
Yeah.
And I would
it's going to be a
I
little
would think,
different.
Val, that would even make it more frustrating if you didn't have the resources you have there this weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be. She can get the E-Sheens for 100 on Banggood until she saves up for expensive ones. Yeah, that's true. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. And I was telling everyone, because of my fiasco coming across and the money, extra money I had to spend, it's going to be a little while to even afford the E-Sheens at this point, but it's okay because it'll happen. And I'll just make it work, because it always does work, doesn't it? We always find ways to get things that we need. And until I do, I'll fly line of sight. I mean, it might be better to get a better handle on the sticks anyway.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you, those goggles are something. They are something. Goggles work on my 5-inch. Well, they should. You know, I'm going to say most goggles should. Mine were just really old. Hi, I'm new here. What you usually talk about in here? Well, Red Dog, we talk about train tracks and losing our girlfriends and our trucks breaking down, darling.
Hey, Red Dog. Red Dog Jones in the house.
And what they usually talk about is every life in general revolving around drones. But in this particular case, this is a semi-annual or quad-annual or whatever, a gathering of a whole bunch of people from all over getting together to fly, and they're all at Roger's house.
And had fun. And having fun.
And having a party.
Oh my God, it has been fantastic. Hey, Mr. Crowley, talking about
Andrew was here also.
Yeah, how'd Andrew do?
Andrew is okay. He's doing good.
Rigger, we do. We absolutely do.
No, it's not. It was a lot.
Yeah, 9 so far out of 14. Yeah, guys, if you can, hit the like, but if you're not in here, you actually hit the like, then that's okay. Yeah, I flew today. My first flight was around 90 seconds, they said. The second was over 2 minutes, and the third one was 3, I think.
Yes, Red Dog, she did fly today. Yes.
Yep. The build, oh, Mr. Crowley, let me just say. Mr. Crowley, you're building yours own too, right? At this point? I mean, I gotta say, people told me that I should actually just buy one that flies. And because this one wasn't flying exactly when I first put it together, I will tell you, I flew a beast of an FPV, which was Catch Later's FPV. And that darn thing was a beast. I could have crashed it and it wouldn't have broke. That's how good that thing was. So I had, and in fact, I didn't want to. I wasn't going to fly at all till I got mine running, because I think if you're a first-time flyer, you probably should crash your own stuff. And because a lot of people crash, I just thought I would too. Well, I didn't, but I think part of it was because I had that monster of a drone. Had it gone down, it would not have crashed.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah. Phenomena. Thank you, darling. Oh, Kim's quad works. Okay. Catch you later. His new quad is fixed. Good. Very
Nice.
good. You did. Hey, Kat, come tell me what happened. Who's that?
That was Centroid.
Oh, Centroid.
He's gone back on your side now.
Thank you. Phenomena. That
Is
was
anybody
my goggles, I promise.
Is anybody else doing any night flying or?
No, John DiNardo went out and took his Enterprise. That was sweet. Doing
Yeah.
Maddie Lipkin.
Yeah, he took his
Give me your
Enterprise.
quad, Val, and tell me a bit about it. Okay. Here is my quad, and I will tell you a bit about it because I'm darn proud of this heavy thing. Okay.
The
Now,
only one he didn't fly. The only one he didn't fly today was his Mavic.
Oh, okay.
He didn't have a chance. He'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow
Yeah,
morning.
we'll get it done. There was a wire mixed up from the factory for the camera that was shorting. Okay, that makes sense because I told you it seemed like it was shorting.
Yeah.
And that's not because I know quads. It's just because of computers from way back in the day. So here's my quad. You can see there's some dirt on it. Got some dirt on it, of course. But this is it. And I got a mini stack, not a mini stack. I got a 30 by 30 Mamba in here, right? And then I have the Luminaire VTX, which there should be screws to hold that down, but I just wanted it up in the air, so I wasn't worried about that. The problem I had with it was this battery is a little trickier. And you want to hear it, Red Dog? Let's hope I don't have anything that's going There you go. There you go. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't, yeah, it's a nice Mamba. And then of course I had the FrySky, what do you call it, the small one in here. And I had my little poop on the back when I was flying this one today. And I was losing signal. At first I thought that was good. But yeah, it's a beautiful noise. Let me just say, when I heard that noise, I was happy. I didn't realize how exciting that noise could be.
She was ecstatic.
Yes. And then, of course, I'm running a 4S on it. And the camera, I forget what happened. Kim went to put the little thing in my camera. And yeah, I hear noise. Yeah, we did use, because let me tell you what happened to my beautiful thing. We used a smoke stopper on it. We first did the battery. And when I was, by the third hour of the build last night, I started getting tired. And the little wires were getting frayed when I was doing the solder. So there was some short and a little spark and a little smoke, but very little. So we were able to just take it apart, and then I redid the solder. So that's all. But the smoke thing was a little nerve-wracking because I thought that doesn't smell good at all. So we did use the smoke stopper, and I thought it was excellent. So I'm going to play independent grocery parking lot in. Oh, nice, Rigger. I needed some 4S's and a charger. So I'm trying to think. I don't think I have a charger for my 4S. Okay, that's something else I'll be getting.
This house was so full of chargers. You know where my computer is, Paul?
Yeah.
the chargers were all over the floor, the batteries, everything. My power pack supply was all plugged in. All of that, that bar you got me there, that was all plugged in.
Wow.
My room, my bedroom, and everything, all this full of drones all over the place. In the kitchen, full of drones on the table. It was something, really.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What
We have
time did Andrew leave?
Andrew left around
9
o'clock tonight.
Yeah. They
I
stayed
was
for a
gonna make
long
the flyer.
time. And it was fun. It was fun seeing Andrew and them.
Yeah.
Was Andrew's son? He was there too, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
he
he
was fine.
flew today also.
He was having fun, I'll bet.
And then he went out back and flew the little whoop with Kim and goggles. And let me tell you, he's so sold now.
Yeah.
So
He
yeah.
had the goggles on, just flying the whoop in the backyard and everything. He was ecstatic also. He really enjoyed his day.
Well, that's great that Andrew was able to bring the family and come there. I kind of, in the back of my mind, I kind of thought if there was any way he would be there.
Well, he didn't phone me or nothing to advise us or nothing. He just popped in. I saw a white car coming down the street. I said, "Oh, it looks familiar." Then it stopped. I'm there and I'm talking with the guys outdoors. I think that's Andrew. Next thing you knew, he pulled in the yard. It was Andrew.
Yeah, all the family came out, and that was so much fun. He did tell me that older technology doesn't need goggles like the oven. I told him, I'll teach you something. Don't make me into you. Do not cause it, because he's not a. If I tried to choke him like I did Centroid, I think I could get the best of him. Centroid's big. It's hard to even get my hands around his neck.
I don't know. Roger, we saw a brawl in the dining room with Valerie.
I tell you that nothing was hard. But let me answer the question someone asked me. I asked people before. They said, "Do you think you should do?" I said, "Should you do a build and fly a quad? You build or buy something and fly that?" And that was something that I was wondering. And people are pretty split about it, right? A lot of people said just buy one and fly it and learn to fix it after. And some people said just build it and go. And so what I ended up doing is I got the best of both worlds today. I built my drone, ended up flying one that was someone else's. And so, hi, Charlie RC. Hey, Roger, do you have Charlie? I can't remember.
Hey guys, can you give me a minute? I gotta go to the little boys' room.
Okay.
Let me see. Let me do this and then say this. Okay, Charlie. Hold on, darling. Yes, I do have you, and you are Operation Veterans Build second. Okay, that's what I thought. So, Charlie, I'm going to go ahead, go in here and add you as a moderator. We got three rules: no politics, no religion, no racist remarks. The drill. The same thing on Roger. It's the same thing what we have, because it just nothing that divides us, only things that bring us together. So anyway, so this is what I thought. I'm off to the shop for the evening ritual. Okay, Breaker. Hey, darling, thank you so much for coming in. Always a pleasure to see you for sure. So you're fine. So this is what I learned. I actually flew something someone else built first, because that was my first flight, because we couldn't know what was going on with my quad at that point. Then I flew mine that I built, and I got to say it all worked. It just worked, and I loved it. So I don't think you can really go wrong, but I am glad that I'm taking home something that I actually built, and that's running. But I don't know, without Centroid and Catch You Later and Richard here, I don't know that this thing would have gotten built in the time, because having someone tell you, oh yeah, this piece is going to do this, and this is where I would do this. It made it so much easier to solder those pieces. It was almost like a paint by number. Was not hard to do. My next one, I don't think will be hard. I'll do it by myself. But I was really happy to have them here because it would have been such a different experience without them.
Katrina said I missed some amazing ribs there that Roger
Yes,
made.
you did, my darling. You did, Paul. Yeah, you were missed because we had John DiNardo. Of course,
Yep.
you know, we have the Canadian Drone Hub, and you're so much a part of that. And you weren't here, so that made it tough, but we understand.
I'm just an outsider. I appreciate all you guys, and I want nothing but the best for all of you.
Oh, we know, Paul. We know. And it was beautiful. My dad and me built a PT.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
You don't need.
nice.
You don't need to. No. Therapy doll wanted to say hello, and I said no.
Oh, Therapy, how you doing? We only got 10 more minutes in this house, so if you have any questions, we have Catch You Later in the house right now. Any questions you have for anyone, I'm sure we can get them to answer them. But it made all the difference to have them there. All the difference in the world.
Everybody, please hit that like button.
Got a bit embarrassed. Yeah, but Kat was right at my side, believe me. And there were times where we did some, we'd hand it to Rich. Does that look right to you? So it was great. It was great having Chronics here. Made it so nice. So yeah. But I got a feeling we're going to be doing some crazy flying. And I also learned 11 Charlie RC. One other thing I learned is do not hold solders close to your hair or close to plastic. No, but I think it took us 4 hours to actually do the build. And of course, Centroid did all the beta stuff for me. Showed me it. He's going to take pictures so I can do it next time. And that was great because I don't know how long that would have possibly taken me. So I just need some what are they, goggles, and I'm good. Oh well, the heat of the iron, burned hair smells like. Yes. TCM, let me just say, yes, you need to build, and we need to work on that with you. I have long hair and have got hairs more than once, yeah. But he burns themselves the first time. I did, and that solder, every once in a while, it kind of pops and comes at you. That was crazy. I did not know. I didn't know. It's not just you. The solder came at me. I hit the soldering iron with the back of my hand, but not long enough to leave a mark. Yeah, except for I seem to have a burn mark here. Chugging out the back pipes, glug, glug, glug. After some slight adjustments, the drone was great build, right, Val? It was. And that's why I say, guys, if it was kind of relaxing just to sit there and just solder and build it and put it together. Even though there are a lot of people, a lot of sounds this morning, it's a little more difficult. There was too much activity. But last night it just felt kind of peaceful. It really did, just putting it together. So that was nice. So I say, TCM, we need to work on you doing a build because I think it would be relaxing and nice for you to be able to do it. And I do think at this point the Mamba stacks are the way to go because they do make things a little bit easier. My humble opinion only, for sure.
Only if Tim has a high threshold for frustration would I ever say to anybody a little older that, hey, everybody should do it. Just gauge yourself, you know?
Right.
And this is what I'd also say, okay, because I do feel like it could be a wonderful thing for anyone, especially if you built those old radios back in the day, you know, like my dad did in a TV. If you're good with soldering, this would be something you might really, really like. In my humble opinion, certainly, because I've only built one, so I'm no expert and can't really give any advice except for what I thought. But I think you guys, you need to make sure you visit channels that can instruct you if you get stopped. And
High
one is
ground
whistle
shots.
stop. And one is, of course, anything we could do. Still got to sell some stuff first. You know, just let us know. We'll make sure we let people know what you're selling, TCM.
Drone
Because I think
shots is
we
in
need
the
to-
house,
yeah.
Val.
Drone shots. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? So we'll work on it, TCM.
GCM still has to get some stuff sold.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he's got
And I
the,
know that I'm working with Kim and someone else on working with to get our stuff ready to our merchandise type stuff, but it's not going to be a big deal. Don't want anyone to suffer with having to buy something with my logo on it. But let me say, we are going to do it at some point, and we're going to use that money to buy parts and stuff to help people do builds if that's what they're wanting to do, at least their first time out.
yeah.
I just think that that's something that I would like to do as a channel. And I know Roger does the same thing by giving out free shirts, free cups when we have the money to do it. As soon as we make some money in it, we don't charge a lot, but then we use it. So learning a lot from you guys to get my first drone. Hey, let me just say that's what we're working towards, and Kim and I have talked a lot about it. We can't do everything. Nobody can, I don't think, but we can do a little. And if we all come together, we can do quite a bit. Night Train, the motors are a bit strong for beginning, but you'll figure out. Okay, let me just say, okay, I had the props on not exactly correctly. On my drone, we went over it, Mark and I, and evidently I must have thought I knew something. And so I had someone wrong. And when I first saw the suckers up, and I was like, holy hell. And I just disarmed right away because I just thought, I blame your prop teacher. I'm just saying, the sound from those motors was so strong that I thought I was taking off a plane. I just got very nervous. I just went ahead and disarmed because I thought, you know what? If that's what I'm putting up in the sky, that's dangerous for everybody. And then Centaur came running up and he goes, they aren't going in the right direction. That's why you got all that sound. So we changed it and it was much quieter. But it was a bit scary. Yeah. So
it was fighting itself.
Oh, let me just tell you, I was like, those 2700s, they're gonna mow this field. If I didn't get it up, they were gonna mow the field. So they, luckily, before it took off into the sky, they knew exactly what was causing it. And that's 50-53s. Yeah, you did. And I have some, and they'll be going on because that was horrendous. I'm just saying, lighter. I think a lighter one on until I get a better handle on it, Night Train. But you know me, I'm hard-headed. I got to try it my way first, and that was scary.
Well, Val, I'm going to say goodnight because I know you have company there.
Yeah.
And it's 11:57, and Roger looks like I do sometimes, like he's going to go to sleep. And,
Yes.
And everybody in the chat, stay tuned. There's going to be another. Roger, are you going to be on in the morning?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll get a refresh in the morning. I'll bet a lot of them don't get too much sleep tonight, but I'll see everybody in the morning. Val,
Yes.
congratulations. And Roger,
You're welcome.
all the best to you, brother, because I know you're having fun.
Big block of motors, yeah.
Well,
And
take
and
care,
say-
Paul.
Thank you, Mac.
And say hello to everybody there for me.
We
Okay,
will.
we will do.
Love you.
Have a
Bye-bye.
good one,
Yeah,
Paul.
Mac, how you
Bye.
doing? So let me just say, guys, before I forget, Roger's on 9 o'clock every morning, so make sure you can we all love having a coffee with Roger. And then tomorrow night at 7, it'll be Val's Life, and that's when I do my regular show, the Sunday and Tuesday show. And then tomorrow night at 11, it will be Furball FPV with me. Right now he's working on quads, and you know what, I couldn't blame him because he really needs to get those quads so we can get those guys flying for tomorrow. Roger, thanks for coming on and being with me tonight.
Okay.
I know you have company. I appreciate it, guys. I love you, you know it.
Love it, Charlie. Good night, Love and
Thank
Charlie.
you.
Joe Mack, Mala Mala, John Coopy, Everybody,
Yeah.
Mr. Crowley, TCM Drones, Drone Shots. Everybody, Paul Murray. Everybody, have a good night. Ice Hat. Okay. Good night, everybody, from my side.
Yeah. Hey,
Bye.
guys, I know you had choices to make. Thank you for making this one of your choices. Bill, I see you in here. Guys, thank you so much. And we will see you tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock on the Canadian Drone
Bye,
Hour.
Night Train.